Are Edwin Sifuna's days as Nairobi Senator numbered?
Unsolicited and unwarranted utterances by ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, particularly when in Luo Nyanza, must stop.
You see, the political clock is already ticking and the alarm bells are getting louder by the hour. And it's barely been a week since President William Ruto found himself on the receiving end of a public political spanking, courtesy of none other than ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna and James Orengo.
So this country will go to the dogs again if with the kind of language I'm hearing here, you continue with that language. Please, when you have something being brought to Siaya, it is a matter of right. It is not you're being given, it's a matter of right.
In a bold move that many branded career suicide with flair, Sifuna tore into the president over alleged incompetence.
Kuna watu kwa serikali yako kazi yao ni kushika handball kila siku. Sasa kama hii drama yote tumeona Nakuru, ati watoto wanakatazwa kufanya mchezo, sijui wanapigwa tear gas, sijui wanafukuzwa. Hiyo ni mwiba wa kujidunga Mheshimiwa Rais.
And now the hunter has become the hunted.
Nobody is taking exceptions to what we are taking exceptions to what the Secretary General said. It was calculated to embarrass our community, to embarrass our leaders there.
President Ruto has since dusted off his political war drums and is now coming back with vengeance. And guess who is in his crosshairs? Sifuna, and in a shocking tag-along twist, Siaya Governor James Orengo. But President Ruto isn't the only one baying for blood. A group calling itself Luo Professionals has jumped into the wagon, breathing fire and threatening to deal with Sifuna for what they term as gross disrespect to the presidency and oddly for disintegrating the Luo community.
Unsolicited and unwarranted utterances by ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, particularly when in Luo Nyanza, must stop, because it only portrays a man who is in a mission to disintegrate the Luo community and disentangle the Luo community with the national government and its leadership. Thank you very much.
Nobody is taking exceptions to what we are taking exceptions to what the Secretary General said. It was calculated to embarrass our community, to embarrass our leaders there. That is why our chair here has asked appropriately.
Orengo, on the other hand, finds himself staring down at the barrel of possible impeachment after making anti-Ruto remarks at the same funeral that seems to have doubled as an unofficial ODM disciplinary hearing. According to these Luo professionals, Orengo too has chewed a little more than his political molars can handle.
That Mr. Honorable Orengo apologized to Raila Odinga, he apologized to the president so that it is clear. But we are not gagging anybody. But statements that you make have consequences. Words that we utter have consequences. We are objecting to politics of intimidation.
Governor, His Excellency Orengo, that it is time for him now to really shun such rhetorics and engage in more meaningful conversation and take advantage of such visits from the head of state to ensure that some of the issues that are bedeviling our community, that has made our community to be marginalized for a very long time, are addressed. Engaging in such rhetorics are really taking us back as a community. And it's also an embarrassing moment for our leader, His Excellency Raila Odinga, with whom we know His Excellency did a courtesy call and a visit during the laying down of George Oduor. So mine is just to call on His Excellency Orengo that it is high time to really engage in very meaningful conversations with the leaders, taking advantage of opportunities like what we had, said that some of the projects that he was even calling out the government to ensure that they are completed, he can engage separately, differently, and leveraging on the opportunity that His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga has created through the broad-based cooperation. So as a community, we are really saddened by some of his utterances and only requesting him to tone down a little bit and so that we ensure that some of the things that we really want to achieve as a community, we achieve during this space that His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga has created.
You see, for months, Sifuna and Orengo have been dubbed the black sheep of the ODM family. Political contrarians in a party that's lately been causing up to the very regime it once opposed.
I think the country is so angry, and the elections may not matter. I am telling you, and I believe it, the country is so angry that when I hear people talking about the elections, I feel very annoyed. Because we are going to get it all wrong again.
While most of ODM appears to be humming sweet nothings to President Ruto after the Raila-Ruto MOU handshake, Sifuna and Orengo have been singing off-key loudly and repeatedly.
That it doesn't matter what he said. I will not be voting for William Ruto. I have said it. That's my choice. That's my democratic choice. And nobody can force me.
Their message: Raila's handshake isn't a golden ticket for Ruto in 2027.
So as ODM, I'm telling you, and I've said because it on this show, and I've said it on this show, Trevor, my position is, even if ODM supports Ruto, Ruto will still lose. I have said it here and I repeat it. So I want to make it very clear that as a party, we do not support either the internal affairs or the way the external affairs of this country are being run. And this is a reputation.
Because he said when the party leadership comes back, he will give direction.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Let me make another thing clear. Yeah. ODM will only enter into alliances with political parties that are like-minded, political parties that are pro-people, people who can manage a country. You are not going to force us into an alliance with incompetent people. And it has been demonstrated that the Kenya Kwanza government is the most incompetent so far from independence. So they have mismanaged our country, they have mismanaged our democracy, they have mismanaged our economy, they have now mismanaged our international affairs. So our standing in the community of nations is now under, in tatters.
My direct question is,
yes.
So what if Raila says we are supporting William Ruto in 2027? Then what?
William Ruto will lose that election with Raila's support.
Okay.
Yes.
I think
the defiance hasn't gone unnoticed. Now, after their most recent public defiance, President Ruto warned Sifuna to either tone it down or get booted out of ODM altogether.
Nimesikia Sifuna anaongea na nguvu. Wakati unaongea mambo yangu Sifuna, ujue mimi ndio mwanzilishi wa ODM. So unaenda polepole kidogo. Yes. Sisi ndio tulianza hii kitu. Ama namna gani? Na unajua ukinisukuma sana nitaitisha mkutano ya founder members ya ODM. Sindio? Na unajua tukiitisha hiyo mkutano tunaweza kufanyia discipline sisi ambao tulianza chama. Sindio? So tuendeni mosmos.
So here is the million-shilling question. Are the Luo professionals just concerned citizens, or are they President Ruto's political hitmen in disguise? Leave your thoughts on our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.